Good morning, guys. Uh, Small update. A lot of good news, a lot of bad news. Just a lot of stuff. Give me a second. You know, there's always good news, there's always bad news. Like, you know, you plan something, and then of course you have to investigate more about it, and investigate more about it, and there's like a few problems. Yesterday we wanted to start with hemp and give it to animals, but then the same day we decided to go for hemp, I read the laws of hemp, and you can't feed animals with hemp. That's strange. It's we have to figure out how to sell it before, because it doesn't make any sense that it's so rigid in the document, but then outside in the stores you see it, like everything, but you can't put it as a medicine, you can't put it as food, you can't put it as a supplement, and you can't say that there's a bunch of health benefits or something like that. You just can't. So that's strange, because you see it all the time. You see it in small bottles, as a supplement. You see them in food all the time. Incluso en lo... Sorry, that was my computer. So, okay. Let's see. Let's see reglamento. I'm reading it again. The rules of the game, the laws. I really want to learn it by memory. I really want to be that annoying person. Because if I'm not that annoying person, I'm not gonna make it at this industry. I need to be that one guy who knows it by memory. But yeah, I've been making a few calls. Got rejected by one guy, and there's this one person who's gonna watch this video as evidence of me working hard. I hope he watches this one too. But beyond that, yeah, every day, a few mistakes and a few victories. I feel good. It's like every day it's just you discover all these new things and you fuck up everything, and then there's like this little tiny baby that just keeps growing because that's what went right, and that just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. But it's just a bunch of mistakes, forming it. And it's not mistakes out of ignorance or something. It's mistakes because, mistakes happen, or people hang up the phone. Those things happen. I'm not yet cold calling for investors, but I've called some people knowing they would probably say no to me, but just this practice. But they're very kind. They're not dispensaries or something like that. But it's good practice because they're gonna say no. Like hotels or like places that are super fancy and that are federally protected. So like if they can't give loans to cannabis, I like those places because it's harder. So when I'm gonna speak to someone in cannabis, I'm just gonna be this pro. And they're already in cannabis, and they're already cannabis investors, or maybe they actually dedicate themselves to that. Because there's a few cannabis angel investor networks. And if I get really good at negotiating, and then I go to a cannabis investing network, okay, that's it. We have like $1 million for this shit. I've seen how people start. Like, networking is the way. But that's it. I'm just gonna read today. Have fun, guys.